The bullet fired by the killer unexpectedly turned into a sea of flowers all over the sky. The unwilling killer still wanted to continue the mission, only to see the man give a look. The killer was thrown to the ground. Then with a snap of the man's fingers, the killer disappeared right in front of the two of them. It turned out the man was the legendary god. A few days ago the god saved the dying woman. The accident led to the two kissing. At this moment the god's divine mark suddenly disappeared and appeared on the woman. The angry god grabbed the woman by the neck to get his divine mark back, but found that he couldn't breathe either. It turned out that because of the accident just now, the fates of the two began to be connected. The man thought kissing her again would let him get the divine mark back, but was slapped hard by the woman. Back home the god looked in the mirror and found he had gray hair. Unwilling to grow old, the god began to search ancient books, but found nothing. Later the butler reminded the god, only by finding that woman and making her fall in love with you can you get your divine mark back. So the god began to use his specialty, playing the cello for the woman. Unexpectedly the woman fell asleep. The god was so angry that he swore. The god then found some gangsters to block the woman's way, planning to play the hero and save her. Unexpectedly the woman was not as weak as she seemed. She took down the gangsters in a few moves, and even hit the god's head by the way. It turned out the woman lived in a family where her life was at risk at any time. When the woman's grandfather passed away he left all his property to her, which made the family elders all want her dead. To get the divine mark back the man remembered that the first time they met was during a thunderstorm, so he cruelly tied the woman up and kissed her during the thunderstorm. However, it had no effect. The divine mark was still on the woman. At this time the woman didn't know that her cousin had bribed killers to lie in ambush at her home. At night when the woman was sleeping the killers broke in. The killers tried to smother the woman with a pillow, but the woman hit their head with a cup. The woman took the chance to run away. The killers fired bullets. At this moment the man appeared and said, "Take my hand." The divine mark on the woman's body lit up. The bullets instantly turned into a sea of flowers.